I tried 10 side hustles in August. These are the 4 that actually worked and made me $750. Before we dig deeper, here's an earning snapshot of the entire year. I started out strong at 1576 and had a few good months, actually a lot of good months until July. But then this month I made my lowest possible money, well, not lowest possible, but the lowest money throughout the year at $750 for an average monthly earnings of $1,212.20. That 20 cents is very important because I can go to Rwanda and buy some coffee, potentially. I haven't been there. I've heard it's lovely. I'll be going through each side hustle, detailing how you can get started, so you can just literally copy me if you want to and build your side hustle income as well. And the most important thing is I'll give proof for everything. I'm not gonna hide anything. I don't have any course to sell you. I don't have a Discord membership. So if you're interested in finding real ways to make money online, do not forget to like and subscribe. Every subscribe matters and helps the channel grow further and gives me the opportunity to showcase more realistic ways to make money without any scams. The first side hustle is Fiverr.com. This made me nearly $200. Here's the proof. I got 2 orders. I completed 2 orders, got good ratings, and got some money deposited in the bank. Fiverr.com is a freelancing website. You can sign up and provide services to clients throughout the world. If you like logo design, you can sell logo designs. If you like programming, you can sell your programming services. Literally, if you like fashion, you can be a fashion consultant for people. The sign-up process is extremely easy. All you need is an email, so go ahead and sign up if you're interested. After which you can post your gigs and start selling on Fiverr.com. Here people get confused and give up because they don't know what to sell. So I'll link some things down in the description below which require no skills or are easy for beginners to get started in. This is from Upwork, another site, a very big freelancing site. So I think they've done their research and found that these few methods have the best probability of success for beginners. And the second piece of advice that I have is price low. When you get started in Fiverr.com, you don't have any reviews, but people selling in the same niche have thousands, sometimes even tens of thousands of reviews. How do you compete with them? How do you keep up and how do you get your first few clients? Is by pricing extremely low, and I mean the lowest possible at $5. Using myself as an example, I sell career services. For example, helping people prepare for interviews. And I price really low. For the first few months, I priced at $5, $10 just to get that initial feedback and those initial reviews. But now, since I have those reviews, I can price higher. Now I price my gigs at $45 per hour. The last piece of advice is actually focusing on your gigs and writing a description with a thumbnail that attracts viewers to your gig. I recommend, I think this might sound bad, but just look at other popular creators in your particular niche. For example, if you like writing, look at the biggest writers on Fiverr.com, look at what they're doing, look at their description and look at their thumbnails, because that actually works and there's proof that it works. Take inspiration from it and make your gig similar. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. There's no need to do that. Keep it simple, keep it steady, and be patient. The second side hustle that made me money was dividend investing. Dividends made me $440 for the month of August. Here's the proof. I got paid literally for doing nothing, $440 just for sitting around and drinking some coffee. What are dividends? Dividends are actually easy to understand. Every company has sales. For example, Pepsi sells sugary drinks, Google sells your data. Now they also have costs that goes into this. Google has to pay their software engineers to actually code YouTube and other platforms, and Pepsi has to manufacture their bottles. After they're done subtracting their costs from their revenue, they get what is known as profit. Here they can do 2 things with it. 1, they can reinvest this profit back into the business and watch it grow further. Or 2, they can give it out to shareholders. This is where I and other dividend investors come in. If you're a dividend investor, you are entitled to these profit payments. Pepsi pays dividends, Google pays dividends, Microsoft pays dividends. Literally all of your companies, well, most of them pay some sort of dividend. And the idea here isn't buying one company because it is risky and that is a good concern. What if I buy Pepsi and it goes bankrupt? Then my dividends are gone and more importantly, my money is gone as well. This is why you buy ETFs or exchange traded funds. These funds hold a basket of companies. Let's talk about the S&P 500, the 500 biggest companies in America. This fund holds 500 companies in the exact percentage of their market value. It ensures that your money stays secure and you're able to watch it grow along with getting paid. Just search ETF investing plus the name of your country, stock investing plus the name of your country, and you'll see a list of brokers available. And is how I make most of my money. ETF investing in the S&P 500, ETF investing in the NASDAQ 100, in the TSX 60, which is the Canadian version of the S&P 500. Safe, long-term ETFs that make my money grow and pay me just for holding stock. This is a very underrated side hustle, the most passive side hustle that I've ever come across. Nothing can be more passive than buying stocks and just watching money flow every single month. Like, I just don't believe anything is more passive than that. Even with real estate, you have to take into account bad tenants, leakages, and rental concerns. This is passive. The S&P 500 is not going to be knocking at your door at 2 a.m. at night and saying, there's a washroom leak. It's just not gonna happen. The third side hustle that made me money was crypto staking. This made me nearly $12 this month. Not a lot of money, but enough to keep me holding on to crypto. It's a process whereby you certify transactions on the blockchain and get rewarded a slight percentage for whatever currency you're holding. The first step is actually investing in crypto. Just like with stock investing, search crypto investing plus the name of your country, and you'll get tons of brokers that are available wherever you are. There's literally no excuse. Crypto is designed to be worldwide and democratized, so you should be able to invest in crypto no matter what country you're in. I, for example, buy Ethereum because I think Ethereum has the strongest ecosystem. It has the most amount of companies developing on it, and if some of these companies take off in the finance sector or the legal sector, the Ethereum blockchain is going to explode to the moon. Let's do this. The fourth side hustle that made me money was actually this channel. Yes, this channel now is monetized and does make me very minuscule amounts every single month. And last month it made me $50. $50. Content creation is something that's hard, but if you do it right, you can turn it into a lucrative side hustle income. I don't claim that you can make tens of thousands of dollars doing this, just like these YouTube automation gurus or other scammers trying to sell you their course or their systems. I am here to tell you that that doesn't work, because if it's so easy, everybody would be doing it. Mr. Beast would not be spending millions of dollars on his content. He would just be automating everything and then sitting at home and making millions of dollars. First step with this is going to be picking a niche. I spent a long time picking a niche. I made videos on literally everything and anything in my first year, but in my second year, when I niched down and I decided that the making money online space, the side hustle space, is where I see myself being the most content and being the happiest operating, because I can bring my own twist to it and I can bring some authenticity to the space, I started seeing traction and I started actually making money. The second step is consistency and figuring out what is a good upload schedule like for you. I recommend uploading at least once a week. And the uploads can be absolutely terrible. And trust me, my first videos, even my videos now sometimes, are not that good, but you have to stay consistent, you have to stay patient, especially if you have other commitments in your life. Just post. If you like fishing, post your 5 favorite fish and just talk to the camera, talk to your iPhone, talk to your Android, talk to, if you have a real camera, use the camera. People are interested in a lot of niches on YouTube. You just have to get started and bring your own twist and your own personality to the niche. Do not worry about saturation. Everything in life is saturated. There's people trying to get into all careers, all disciplines. You just have to rely on your personality and consistency. And the third and most important piece of advice is continuous improvement. What are you improving as you post your content? It doesn't matter if your videos are perfect or not, as long as you're improving every single time. Have you learned a new editing trick, for example? Or if you're working on your script, has your research become better? Is your thumbnail better? Have you been interacting with your community better? Just keep improving throughout this journey, and I can guarantee you, you'll see traction on your YouTube channel if you stay consistent. The fifth side hustle that made me money was investing in a small business. This made me nearly $125 for the month of August. I invest in a business that supplies food to the Middle East. The Middle East is a very rich region. Countries like the UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia have tons of money. But the problem is that they don't have agricultural land, or not a lot of it. But they do have a lot of livestock. For example, camels, horses, and personal animals that they take a lot of pride in owning. But these animals need food. They don't have food, and this is where I come in and connect the two dots. By supplying food and importing food into the Middle East, we're able to capitalize on this high-end market. I made $125 on an investment of $5,500, and compounded annually, this is 30% per year, which is not bad. This is 3 times the average return of the S&P 500, good enough for me to stay invested and take on this risk. Investing in businesses will always be risky, but I found some sites that you can explore if you're interested in this side hustle as well. The first one is wefunder.com. Here you can explore startups in all niches and start with as little as $100. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need thousands of dollars to start investing. This is the point of crowdfunding. Funding businesses with a good cause, a good product, but without breaking the bank for the average person. As you can see, there's businesses in all sorts of industries here. There's this business electrifying heavy machines. There's also this business using AI to democratize personal security. There's a lot of businesses out there, and as you can see, they've already raised money. This business has raised $14 million from 1853 investors. If you click into this, you'll see that the minimum amount is only $250. That is all you need to invest in this business. The other site I found is republic.co. This is a similar concept as well, crowdfunding without breaking the bank. Similar businesses here. For example, Mover is fueling the future of AI-powered logistics. This actually sounds pretty interesting, and as you can see, they've already raised $200,000. from 66 investors. You can read the financials, you can read the income statements and see if this is something you'll be interested in and crowdfund them. So those were the 5 hustles that made me money. I want to include a bonus one because I think this is the easiest one, even though I didn't use it in August. I've used it many times before, which is user research. User research is a process whereby companies contact researchers to get feedback on their product or service. So you go in, provide feedback on a website or an application, and the company gets benefit because they can improve their applications. The best website for this, in my opinion, is usertesting.com. This has paid me more than $1,000 in the past few years doing this and has surveys ranging from $10 all the way up to $90. Most of the $10 surveys take around 10 to 15 minutes to complete, and you'll need access to a microphone because you'll have to speak your thoughts out loud. So be comfortable with talking through the prototype and what you like about it and what you dislike about it. Sometimes you'll fill out information and the researcher is going to find out that you're not the target audience for that particular survey, but that is okay. Keep filling out surveys, keep filling out these pre-screening questions, and I guarantee you'll find out some surveys that you actually qualify for. I want to end this video with highlighting some failures as well, because not everything you try in the side hustle world or make money online world is going to be successful, and I want to tell you that right off the bat. This channel is all about honesty, and honestly, I failed at 3 main things. I failed at using VO3 to make an AI influencer and making money. I failed at using Midjourney to make an AI influencer and making money because all these YouTubers kept telling me that you can make AI and make influencers and make money, and turns out they're trying to sell courses and Discord communities. Who would have thought? I also failed at the side hustle that said you can make money sending emails. Not everything's gonna work, but if you try these 4 or 5 things that I listed, you'll get a solid foundation of actually getting your first dollar online, which is a pretty freeing feeling. As always, if you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like and subscribe. We do this every single week on this channel. We try out new making money online methods with the goal of bringing transparency and honesty to a space where there are a lot of scammers. Let's just say that. I'll see you next week.